Good morning children. Today we will start new topic compound interest. Okay, today I will start the topic with a story. There are two friends, Ram and Shyam. Okay, and both have purchased some seeds from the market. They have sowed and they got that fruit tree. Okay, so what Ram is doing is he has planted, his tree is ready. Shyam has also done the same thing. He has got his tree. Okay. Now, after some time, there were some fruits seen here. Okay. In Ram's tree. Same thing has happened for Shyam's tree as well. Okay. So, Ram is very happy that whatever tree was planted, he is getting good quality fruits from that. Very happy, enjoying. From a tiny seed, how nice fruits he has got. Shyam's way of thinking is different. He is also very happy. He has got a tree, he has got fruits, he is enjoying. But after enjoying the fruits, what he did, the seeds from these fruits, again he has planted. Okay. So, next year, what you see, he will have almost a garden of that. This person is also happy, this person is also happy. Now, I think I don't have to tell you who will be more happy. So, you can connect this story characters with two concepts we are going to study here, which are known to you. This example we can connect with what? Simple interest. And this example can be related to compound interest. How it is? Let me give you a numerical example for that. Okay. Suppose Ram and Shyam only will be our characters. Okay. Suppose rupees 10,000 was invested by both of them. This person has invested it on simple interest. Okay. Then you know that what we need to have? We need to know the rate of interest as well. So suppose the rate of interest was 10% per annum. Now you should know why I have used this terminology, percent per annum. Okay, that we are going to discuss. Here also the rate of interest was 10% per annum. Okay, and suppose they have kept it for say 3 years. Time was 3 years. This person also 3 years. Okay, now directly if I ask you how much is the interest obtained, see we are revising the concept of principal, rate, time, interest and amount as well. I shall be coming to that. Okay, this is a simple life example. Even if you do not know what those terms are called, you are understanding that these two people suppose have deposited this amount in the bank. It can be two way also. They have deposited in the bank or they have taken as a loan from the bank or from some person. Bank only is the correct terminology here. So suppose both have deposited the same amount at the same rate for the same period of time. Okay, first person is working with what? Simple interest. So you know that if I ask you how much is the interest obtained in 3 years, directly you can apply the formula. What is the formula? I is equal to PRT upon 100, right? So how would it come? 10,000 into 10 into 3 upon 100, right? So 1000 into 3, the answer is rupees 3000. We can also understand that how one gets rupees 3000 in 3 years is you can find the interest obtained every year also. Like first year, if I am asking you how much is the interest obtained here, so I1 I will say. So for the first year, you see the difference between the words. First year, 1 year, right? Second year is also giving you 1 year only. 2 years is giving you 2 years, whereas second word is talking about only 1 year. Okay, so this also you need to understand. I am talking here for the first year, how much will be the interest. So principal 10,000, rate 10. First year means 1 year upon 100. How much is the interest obtained here? Rupees 1000. Okay. For the second year also principal will be what? The same, right? So you will go again 10,000 into 10. Second word you remember, children. Second means how many? Not 2 years. Second year is 1 year only. So 1. This why I am telling you, because these are the common mistakes normally made by the student. Once you are clear with this, you will not make the mistake. So you observe that for the second year also he has obtained the same amount of interest, and for the third year, if I ask you, in the third year how much interest was obtained by that person, then you know again the answer is going to be rupees 1000. That is why at the end of 3 years he is getting 111, that is equal to rupees 3000. Clear? Everyone is clear with this? This is known to you. Now in case of this person, he has invested it on the compound interest. So in compound interest, as you have seen in the story, what is happening is the principal for the first year, okay, is rupees 10,000. Rate and time here is 3 years, but I am calculating here for 1 year. Okay, there is a formula that we are going to go for that afterwards. First let us understand. So here for the first year, how much is the interest obtained here? Same formula, simple interest formula only, PRT upon 100. Okay, so for the first year, how much was the amount deposited? 10,000. What was the rate? 10%. And first year, so I am again repeating this, 1 year we will take, and this. So you know what is the answer? 1000 was the interest obtained at the end of the first year. Same thing is happening in the simple interest also. So at the first time when both have planted the trees, both have. In the second case, what happens in compound interest is this interest obtained is not kept separately and paid at the end or every time it will be paid. This interest will be added to the principal. Okay, in our terminology what we call it as amount. Okay, so amount at the end of first year. You know what is the amount at the end of first year? It will be the principal plus interest, right? What was the principal here? 10,000 plus interest added to that 1,000. So now what is our principal, children? Here it is, sorry, yeah, correct, 11,000. Okay, now this amount at the end of first year will be working as principal for the second year. So for the second year, what will be the interest obtained? Principal will not be 10,000, principal will be 11,000 into rate, again the same 10%. Second year means what? 1 year divided by 100. So how much is the interest obtained in this case is, you can check the difference, 1100 rupees. Okay, then again for the third year, what are we going to do? This 1100 which is obtained as an interest at the end of second year, that is amount at the end of second year, what is that? What was the principal for the second year? 11,000 plus 1100. Okay, this when you are adding, you are getting the answer as 12,100. This 12,100 will be working as the principal for the next year. And now you just see how much is the interest obtained here at the end of third year. It will be 12,100 into 10 into 1 upon 100. So how much is the interest obtained here? 1,210, isn't it? So at the end, what do you conclude? Just compare the two cases. Simple interest. For the same principal, rate and time, every year wise, if you see, the interest obtained remains absolutely the same because the principal, rate, etc. remains the same. And at the end of 3 years, the amount obtained by the first person, that is Ram, will be 10,000 the basic principal plus the interest 3,000, that is 13,000. Whereas in the case of compound interest, what's happening? For the first year, the interest obtained, compound interest obtained is as same as simple interest. Why? Because the principal is 10,000. But second year onwards it starts increasing. Why? Because the principal is increasing. So in the first year the compound interest obtained is rupees 1,000, second year it is 1,100, third year it is 1,210. So finally what is the amount at the end obtained at the end of 3 years will be 10,000 plus 3,310, that is 13,310. You can note the difference here. I hope that the procedure and the difference between the calculation of the two interest is clear to all. Okay, solve one question and see how the terms, when are clear, the sums become so easy. First let us read this question. Ramesh invests rupees 12,800 for 3 years, okay, at the rate of 10% per annum compound interest. So this is important, we should know what we are doing. 12,800 the basic principal, time is 3 years, rate is 10% per annum, every year it will remain the same. And we are working with compound interest. Now what you have to find is the sum due to Ramesh at the end of the first year, the interest he earns for the second year, and the total amount due to him at the end of third year. So see, even though you know the formula, as we are going to learn, why I am saying, because in standard 8 you have already learned the formula, I know it. So where possible we use the formula, but for this question you cannot apply the direct compound interest formula, isn't it? So just now what method I have explained, that how the compound interest calculation works, that method you have to understand, you have to apply here. And further, one more thing I would like to add, this question was asked in 2007 in the ICSE examination. Earlier this portion was there in standard 10, now it is brought to standard 9. Okay, so when we start solving, let's go step by step. First, the sum due to Ramesh at the end of the first year. Now sum due means what we are talking, children? We are talking about amount, right? So at the end of first year, sum due will be what? Principal plus the simple interest obtained for the first year. I am sure you are clear with this. So I will just, to save time, I will just write this number 1. You have to write this, the sum due to Ramesh at the end of the first year. Okay, so I will start here for this part. What is the principal? Rupees 12,800. Rate 10% per annum. And now you tell me what is the time. Time will be 3 years or 1 year? It will be 1 year. Why? Because we are talking about only first year. So the time is 1 year. Hope nobody has got any confusion that even though the time is given 3 years, why we are using here 1 year. If you have read the question, if you have understood the question, you won't have this problem again. Right? Now interest I am calculating. Formula is clear. P into R into T upon 100. So 12,800. Keep reading the numbers in your mind. Sometimes no, that 1 0 missing creates a major problem. You can always ask yourself that in place of 100, if your teacher gives you only 10 marks, will it do? It will never do, right? So same way here also, be very careful with calculation. Sometimes very big numbers we have. And here the interest obtained is rupees 1,280, right? What is asked? The sum due to Ramesh at the end of the first year. That means what we have to find here? Amount. Okay, so amount at the end of first year will be what? Principal. What was the principal? 12,800 plus interest obtained 1,280. On adding we get here 14,080 rupees, right? 0.08 like that. Okay. So first answer is obtained. The sum due to Ramesh at the end of the first year is rupees 14,080. Put it as our answer 1. Second part, the interest he earns for the second year. Okay, you know for the second year what is the principal? Principal is amount at the end of first year. Directly also you can write it, but first question it is, so I want you to remember it. Amount at the end of first year. So principal in this case will be what? 14,080. Rate will be same. And what will be the time? Again, we are talking only about second year. So time will be 1 year. Interest, again PRT upon 100. So 14080 into 10 into 1 upon 100. Zeros get cancelled. So easy calculation. You get the interest as 1408. So interest he earns for the second year is how much? Rupees 1408. This is our answer number 2. Clear? Only interest is being asked. Even though only interest is asked here, we will have to find the amount also, no? Because that amount will be working as principal for the third year, which we have to calculate. So we will continue with our further calculation. Only thing I have mentioned what was the question asked, and so what is the answer. So amount at the end of second year will be what? Principal for this year, that is what? Don't make mistake of 14,080 plus the interest obtained here 1408. Okay. Council and otherwise we are also asking you to show all the rough work at the same page. So this is to be done immediately there. Okay, I am showing you here. There's a lot of work we are doing simultaneously, so it is always better to work it properly in order to avoid any mistake. Okay. So 15,480 the amount which we are going to use as principal for the next year. We'll need it in the calculation. Third part is what? The total amount due to him at the end of third year. Now, what do you understand by the total amount due here? That will be the total sum he is expected to get. That is the amount. An amount will be what? Principal plus interest. So we need to find here interest again and then add it to the principal. So for the third year, okay, what will be the principal? Principal will be amount obtained at the end of the second year. So this principal will be rupees 15,488. Okay, rate same and time 1 year. Though we are writing that the total amount due to him at the end of third year, so it comes as 1 year again. Okay, so let's find the interest here. Principal 15488, rate 10 to 1 upon 100. This 0 gets cancelled. And I suggest, though these are even numbers, don't go for any simplification. There is a lot of work. This lesson is very easy, but so much calculation is always there. So whenever the denominator is 10, leave it as 10 only because you know the reason. You can directly put a decimal. So interest obtained will be what? Divided by 10. So it will be 1548.8. Now another very important instruction. You cannot write it as simply 8. You lose a mark here in Councillor. You will not understand also why you left if you don't pay any attention. This 0 is to be kept. Why? Because this is money, no? Amount it is. So you cannot leave the answer as 0.8. You have to write this 0.80. Further, if it comes in 3 places of decimal, it is compulsory. It is mandatory to round it off till 2 places of decimal also. Okay. So interest obtained at the end of third year. So what will be the amount due to him at the end of third year? At the end of third year. Principal, what was the principal? 15,488 plus interest 1,548.80. Add it separately properly. 1,548.80 and 1,548.80. This working is essential. On the same page you have to do 16, 13, 10, 7. Okay, so what is the answer here? Rupees 17,036.80. This is what our answer number 3. I think this sum is pretty clear to you all. Okay, year wise they have asked, so do remember that every year time taken will be 1 year. Don't forget that every second third year the principal will be the amount obtained in the previous year. So here amount was 14,080, which became the principal for the second year. At the end of second year the amount was 15,488, which worked as the principal for the third year, and this is the total amount he shall be getting after depositing 12,800 for 3 years at the rate of 10% per annum compound interest. The final amount due to him will be rupees 17,036.80. Think so you are clear with this. Solve the remaining sums of this pattern yourself. Okay, little lengthy, calculation is more, but otherwise very easy sums. Okay, be very careful with all kind of calculation. Also show all the addition and calculation on the right side of your page. There itself it is considered as the part of the solution. Okay.